The item that I wanted to share with you guys today is the high-speed gear ink, or HSGI as it is better referred to, their Sure Grip Battle Belt. I just wanted to share this with you guys because you know what, I'm excited about having it. I've been trying to get one for months. I've always run into some kind of obstacle, and then when you're ready to bite the bullet, you're unsure of what size to order. They have a size chart on their site, and you know, it turns out that their size chart is perfect. It has the right sizes. So if you look on there and you fall in the small, the medium, the large, the extra large, double X, or whatever size that their website has listed, chances are that it's going to work as described for your size. I'm going to throw this on so you guys can see how it fits me. Now my waist is anywhere from a 38 to a 42 depending on the cut of pants. So I ended up ordering the extra large belt, and when I pulled it out of the box, the belt actually went around my waist comfortably and fit, though it fits a little high based on how they already have it adjusted. Now as you see here, I've already strapped a couple of items to it. Now these are not the items that I'm going to be keeping on this because I have a bunch of tacos, which are the mag pouches that HSGI also offers. I have their dump pouch that's on the way. I just ordered quite a few things, they just haven't arrived here yet. I am looking for a different option as far as a holster is concerned. Being a lefty, I'm probably going to have to get a custom one done, but what I prefer is something Kydex. Now, black will work, but if I can get one to match the coyote of this belt, that would be great as well. Again, more mag pouches, and just a couple of other things. My Howard Light Ear Pro, but right now with my True Spec pants and my regular belt that I have on, this is the belt that I normally wear. It's about a 1.5 inch thick belt. This is just my regular belt that I wear every day. I do have another belt on the way, again from HSGI. There's a theme going on here, guys. When I find products that I like, find products that work well for my intended use, I try and stick with those products for a while. Now this is me strapping it. I'm not sucking in, and it's there, it's on. We're not getting any movement, and that lack of movement, sliding or anything, is because of the Sure Grip padding on the inside. I'm going to go over that stuff and give you a breakdown and show you what I see, the stitching, the molle, how everything works together, take the belt in and out, just to show you how the adjustments go. Now, this is a high quality item, and you'll read that there are some complaints about adding pouches or adding this, throwing that on there, making adjustments to the belt to make it fit you better. That stuff is a little on the difficult side, but that difficulty is due to the low tolerances that they have for their specs and how these things should be put together. It's not because of a lack of quality, not a lack of attention to detail, but that attention to detail is why certain things fall the way that they do. And as you can see, it wears really well. Now, because of my health, I haven't been able to go out and skirmish with it or go to the range and do some practice drills or anything like that. But when I did pull it out of the box, I did wear it around the house for 2 days straight. Now, I do look kind of like an idiot with just some gym shorts, a t-shirt, and my HSGI Sure Grip belt. But it's the best way for me to test it and get a understanding of how well it fits, or any adjustments that I may need to make with the rest of the gear that I throw on here, or how I'm going to be able to maneuver myself around when I am wearing it. Now, we'll add, when adding things to the molle here, because everything is so tight, having a flathead screwdriver available is a great asset. It made things go a little bit faster. It was a lot smoother. It made it easier for me to get things in there, because when you start braiding this stuff, putting your fingers through the molle as well as the attachment points is not going to work out well for you. There are other options out there on the market that will help you braid molle attachments a lot faster and a lot easier, but I know most people have flathead screwdrivers around, and if you don't, they're inexpensive to pick up, and they do help quite a bit, and you can use them outside of just helping braid molle on your HSGI Sure Grip belt. Now, the Sure Grip portion, when they talk about Sure Grip, basically what it feels like inside the belt is that they cut up some really long mouse pads and attach those to the inside of the belts, and based on the stitching and how well everything is put together, this stuff isn't going anywhere. Now, if you're wearing it properly and you're using it properly and not abusing it or neglecting it, cutting it and doing crazy stuff with it, this stuff should last quite a while. It offers that extra bit of comfort because it is padding, but it also gives you that sure grip where it's not moving around. So no matter how much running around, crawling around you do, your belt is going to stay right in the vicinity of where you put it when you initially put it on. No matter how much weight I was able to put on here, I was putting fully loaded magazines, real steel guns, some fully loaded magazines in the pistol pouch. I also filled the dump pouch with some full 30 round AR-15 mags, and with all of that stuff on, you feel the weight at that point, but it did not pull the belt down. The belt was right where it needed to be. It stayed secure. It stayed right in place because of the sure grip padding on the inside. So that stuff, it adds a great touch. Now this isn't one of your cheap belts. Again, I mentioned that I paid $75 for the belt alone. You're getting what you paid for, and I still think it's quite a bargain. If they sold it or asked for more, I think they would still sell as many. Stitching is very strong. There isn't any hiccups. I didn't get any frayed stitching. I didn't have to go through and clean it up or anything like that. The MOLLE stitching is outstanding. The MOLLE loops, the size, placement, everything is extremely consistent and within those tolerances that they want. The quality control on these products are outstanding. HSGI is fast growing in popularity amongst shooters, airsofters, just people who like to go out and do this kind of stuff. HSGI is becoming a well-known name in the industry, and I think that they're going to continue to do great things and continue to grow in popularity. I highly recommend it, and I think I'm going to have a lot more videos coming to share with you guys showing more HSGI equipment. When I get those tacos in, when I finally get my Kydex holster, when I get my dump pouch in, please stay tuned for a full kit review, a full kit overview video, just sharing everything with you guys, just to show you how I have it set up and how well this stuff deploys. What you have here is a Condor battle belt. Now these are very common in the airsoft community, and I've had this one for about 2 or 3 years now. And as you can see, this one isn't nearly as stiff as the HSGI belt. The MOLLE is frayed. Now again, this is 2 years old, so it's not going to be in the best condition, but I've only worn it 3 or 4 times. I haven't worn it consistently, and it shows a lot of wear. It's not as stiff. Now it is a lot thicker, so the imprint that it has when you have it on is a lot more bulk, or a sense of more bulk, because it's a lot thicker. The padding in this is, I would say, double or triple the thickness of the HSGI sure grip belt. But it did serve its purpose at the time. I didn't know any better. This is what I needed. $25. This is 1/3 of the price of the HSGI belt, and you're getting 1/3 of the value. I would not use this in real world. I wouldn't have faith in these MOLLE loops holding up to any real weight or any real abuse. But for airsoft use, training purposes, it was adequate and it got the job done. As you can see here, this is the buckle for the Riggers belt, the Cobra Riggers belt, and that hardware that I was telling you about. Now this loop is easily accessible. There's a hook and loop here, a Velcro strap that holds it in place, but you flip that out and then you have this, and you can use that for rappelling or whatever you may need it for. Here's a close-up of the MOLLE webbing. And as you can see, even sticking my finger in, I get down to that first knuckle and it gets really tight. And that, again, is them having low tolerances for how things need to be set up for their gear and equipment. Stitching is outstanding, and you have 3 rows of MOLLE instead of just the 2. That way you have versatility in mounting, so you don't have to mount from the top. You can mount from the middle or just the 1 row at the bottom if you want. So that gives you three different levels to accommodate your gear, pouches, or accessories, or anything that you want to add to it. As you can see here, I have my dump pouch mounted, and that's just mounted to that lower rung of MOLLE, and it puts it at a nice location or a nice level for me to just be able to drop my mags. Down here we get closer to that universal holster that I have on there and pouch, but that's just to show you that it's quite versatile, and if the items that you want to add to it are MOLLE compliant, then sky's the limit on how you can have this thing set up. Here's the other side of the buckle. Now this isn't some cheap stuff. It's very thick, and when it locks into place, it is really locked. Now I'll go back to the other side and show you guys. Once it's locked into place, once the Cobra Riggers belt is locked into place and closed, both of these tabs need to be pressed in order to release it. There is no accidental release, at least none that I've experienced so far, because if you just release one side, it's not going to come out. So the design and execution is outstanding. It's very thick, very strong. So far so good, guys. I don't really have any complaints about this setup. But if I had to find one or point something out, it's just that nothing is easy to adjust. Even with this Cobra Riggers belt installed. And I say installed because the Riggers belt has hook and loop or Velcro along the inside of it. So when you feed it through this belt, the Sure Grip belt, it's actually locking into place. I will try and put a video up to show you how those adjustments are made and what HSGI has included with this belt, which offers great rigidity to the setup and makes installation and adjustment of your belt a little bit easier. Not a lot of bit easier, but a little bit easier and more accommodating for most users. Now, this is the Sure Grip padding on the opposite side. Now, like I said, this stuff is like a mouse pad. It's very thick padding, very thick foam, and it's a little rubbery. Not too rubbery, but a little rubbery, so that when you have it on, you get a nice grip out of it. Now, I know me touching it and feeling it and poking it does not translate to an explanation to you guys on the video, but just to give you an idea, just to let you know what it looks like and try and help you understand what it is that we're dealing with here with these belts. But offers great padding, great grip. Well, guys, that was my video going over the HSGI Sure Grip paddle belt. And please stay tuned. Like I said, as I get those tacos in, as I get the dump pouch, as I get all of the stuff that I want to attach to it, plate carrier, if I decide to go that route. Once I start getting all of that stuff together, I will be doing more and more videos. I know I'm going to get questions about the shirt. DZ Stein on FB or Facebook. I'll put a link up down below. He's the guy down in South Florida. He's also the guy behind South Florida Airsoft Association. So check that out, guys. Support the art. And he does great work. These shirts are outstanding. I love this one in particular. I wear it quite often. There are other things. I'll put more descriptions. Please, please, please check out the descriptions down below, guys. There's information down there. There's going to be links to products, links to other pages, links to other YouTube channels that I think you guys might find interesting. All right. Well, thank you for all of the support. Hope you guys are out there having fun, being safe, and also being responsible. And this is Schwab. I'll hit you with the 2 fingers. Later. Twinkies. I can make my own Twinkies. Be jealous. Be jealous. I'm going to do a video on Twinkie making because when the shit hits the fan, I'm going to be the man because I can make Twinkies. Now all y'all that got ammo, all of this prepper stuff, generators, know how to start fires and live and survive in the woods, the hell with that. Twinkies is where it's at. As long as you can make Twinkies, you are king, you are the man. I will have people making fires for me because I can make them Twinkies. Alright guys, later.